Now next we are talking about the second conventional sources of energy, that is petroleum. Petroleum is found in the form of crude oil trapped between the layers of sedimentary rocks, and it can be extracted from offshore oil fields and coastal areas by drilling. Petroleum is highly valuable and is known as crude oil, and it is also known as black oil, and it is used in transportation and to generate electricity. Okay, next we are talking about the natural gas. Like oil and coal, natural gas is a fossil fuel. It is a non-renewable fuel because it takes millions of years to form deep in the earth before it can be used. Okay, natural gas found along with petroleum deposits is released when crude oil is drilled and brought to the earth surface. As you can see in the next slide, there is a release of a natural gas when petroleum is taking out from the earth's surface. Natural gas is used as a domestic and industrial fuel. Next is non-conventional energy sources. These energy sources are renewable and ecologically safe. The increasing use of fossil fuels is leading to its shortage. So it is estimated that if the present rate of consumption continues, the reserve of these fuels will be exhausted. Moreover, their use also causes environmental pollution. So, therefore, there is a need for using non conventional sources such as solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, which are renewable. So, under that, first we are talking about the solar energy. Solar energy is an inexhaustible and non polluting source of heat and light energy on Earth. Okay, as we can see from the slide, that solar energy trapped from the sun can be used in solar cells to produce electricity. Many of these cells are joined into solar panels to generate power for heating and lighting purpose. The technology of utilizing solar energy benefits a lot of on the tropical countries that are blessed with abundant sunshine. Solar energy is used in solar heaters, solar cookers, solar dryers. Second non-conventional sources is wind energy. Wind energy, like sun energy, is a non-conventional and inexhaustible source of energy. Wind farms with a cluster of windmills have been set up at a windy places in many countries like Germany, UK, US, China, as well as in India also. When strong wind turns the blades of windmill, it's turned the generator and produced electricity, and it is a safe and clean energy. Under that, next we are talking about the nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is produced through nuclear reactors by using radioactive materials like uranium and thorium. As you can see from this slide, you can come to know how this powered station generating the electricity. Nuclear energy is a clean and safe way to produce electricity because it doesn't burn any fuel like coal. So there are no pollutant released into the air. Next is the geothermal energy. Heat energy which obtained from the earth is called a geothermal. Like in the Manikaran Sahib, that is a geothermal power plant. Geothermal energy which released naturally from the earth's surface. The temperature in the interior of earth rises steadily as we go deeper. Sometimes the heat energy may surface itself in the form of hot springs. This heat energy can be used to generate power. To generate the geothermal, there is a two holes which are dug deep into the earth. Cold water is pumped through the first one while steam comes out through the second one. As you can see, one is a production well, second is a इंजेक्शन वेल, मीन्स एक होल में से पानी को डाला गया और दूसरे में से स्टीम बनकर बाहर निकली. ओके, सो विच कम्स आउट अंडर हीट प्रेशर. This steam is used to generate electricity or for heating purposes. As you can see, when the turbine rotates, it generates the electricity, and through the generator, its power supply. It's distributed. Next one. Okay. Next, we are talking about the hydroelectric power. Hydropower is energy that comes from the force of moving water. The word hydro means water. Hydropower is a renewable energy source. It's produced the harnessing the flow of water and converting its potential energy into electric energy. Water is stored, as you can see in the receiver. There is a water which is stored from the dams, and when water is released from rotating the turbines, the generators attached to the turbine which produce the electricity, and which is distributed through a network of transmission lines. As you can see, there is a power lines, from there it distributed to the next. Okay, next we are talking about the, this is also one diagram regarding the hydroelectric projects. As you can see, there is a receiver of dams, means यहाँ से पानी को स्टोर किया गया है, वहाँ से पानी को छोड़ा जाता है. इट टर्बाइंस उस पानी के साथ क्या करती हैं, मूव्स करती हैं, एंड इट जनरेट्स द इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, देन इट्स ट्रांसफर थ्रू द पावर लाइन्स. Next is the tidal energy, which taps the power of oceanic tides to turn the turbines and generate electricity. You can see the slide. Large underwater turbines are placed in areas with high tidal movements. It is being successfully used in some areas of India like Gulf of Kutch. Okay. Next is the biogas. In rural areas, farm waste, animal and human waste are used to produce biogas. As you can see on the slide that there is a manure, it deposit in the biogas generator. Then with the heat, it creates the methane. When it released in the atmosphere, it released in the form of carbon dioxide. Then again it absorbed by the plants in the form of photosynthesis. Okay, it helps farmers to generate heat or electricity for domestic consumption at a low cost. The biogas fuel is a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide. So with this, we had discussed about the mineral and power resources. I hope you all understand. Thank you very much.